Hello everyone, welcome to SeeingDaily.com and the post-race wrap-up. I'm Steve Waid. Hey, right now, for Mark Martin, 50 is nifty. Okay, that's a little lame. You know what, he might be eligible for membership in the American Association of Retired People, but Martin is doing everything but retire. Although, as I recall, 3 years ago he said that's exactly what he was going to do. But Martin is still racing, and he's doing a darn good job of it. He won his second NASCAR Sprint Cup race of the season when he drove his Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet to victory in the Southern 500 at Darlington. Now that was Martin's second Southern 500 victory. His first came in 1993, and it was the 37th victory of his career, which ties him with Bobby Isaac for 17th place on NASCAR's all-time list. You know what? Jimmie Johnson, the teammate to Mark Martin, and Martin stayed out on the track on old tires when the 15th caution period began on lap 321. Now, when the race restarted, behind them came Jeff Gordon, Martin Truex Jr., and Tony Stewart. But it was all Martin and Johnson. Now, Martin was worried about holding off his teammate, but he needn't have been, because Johnson had to back off a little bit with fuel concerns, and Martin went on to win by 1.5 good seconds. You know what? It was a darn good night for Hendrick Motorsports. Martin won the race, Jimmie Johnson finished second, and Tony Stewart, who receives engine, chassis, and technical support from Hendrick, finished third. His teammate Ryan Newman was fourth, Gordon was fifth, and Brad Keselowski drove the number 25 Chevrolet owned by Hendrick to 7th place. That's 6 Hendrick cars among the top 7. Wow. Well, as you might expect, it was a wild night at Darlington, which is usually the case. There were 17 caution periods, a lot of them caused by accidents, and again, that's not unusual at Darlington. Among the victims were Carl Edwards, David Reagan, Greg Biffle, Brian Vickers, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Clint Bowyer. Now, Boyer's accident meant that his streak of 83 races running at the finish came to an end. It came up one race short of the NASCAR record set by Herman the Turtle Beam. When Martin won his first race of the season at Phoenix, that ended a 97-race losing streak. And a few days before the Southern 500, he announced that he would again drive the full Sprint Cup schedule for Hendrick in 2010. Now, he was originally supposed to drive only a limited schedule, but he said he was feeling fine and having fun, so why not go for it again? And hey, why not indeed? He's jumped from 15th to 11th in points, and he's winning. And here's what Mark Martin had to say about his big night at Darlington.
I'm overwhelmed, just totally overwhelmed. This is a little bit more special in some ways than Phoenix, because I was just kind of spun out. I just couldn't hardly believe it at Phoenix, and there was so much going on, and it's soaking in a little bit better. Also, this win was, pure race team and Alan Gustafson. As you guys know, I'm in my second childhood right now. And Alan says that I was one of his childhood heroes. Well, the tables are turned now. He's mine. So it's early in the year. A lot of cool things could happen yet this year, the way things are going.
You know, Jimmie Johnson had quite an adventurous night at Darlington. He started from the rear of the field after he crashed during qualifying and had to use a backup car. He got pinned in during a pit stop. He spun his car while trying to make a pit stop. But he and his team overcame it all to earn a well-deserved runner-up finish. And here's what Jimmie Johnson had to say about his wild night.
These tracks kind of build up. From Talladega, you get frustrated with the environment and people. Richmond's very similar. And then you come here, and this is so tough. Speeds are so high, track positions, everything. Lap cars, even if they want to get out of the way, they can't. There's no room to. And then, they get frustrated and probably warned by NASCAR for going too slow. So then they quit laying over. So every position that you go for out there, you've just got to gouge and bang and run people over and fight with each other and run into each other under caution. I mean, it was absolutely out of control.
Okay, let's take a quick look at the top 12 in the point standings, and as you might expect, there have been some changes. Jeff Gordon remains atop the standings, but look who's in second. Tony Stewart moves within 29 points of Gordon after his third-place finish at Darlington. Kurt Busch drops to third, and Jimmie Johnson jumps up to fourth from sixth after his second-place run at Darlington. Denny Hamlin falls to fifth. Jeff Burton moves up a slot to sixth. Kyle Busch drops to seventh, and Ryan Newman jumps all the way to eighth from 10th after his fourth-place finish at Darlington. Greg Biffle moves up a couple of positions to 9th. Matt Kenseth is 10th, and there's Mark Martin in 11th. And Carl Edwards rounds out the top 12. All right, that's about it from Darlington. Next up on a Saturday night is the NASCAR Sprint All-Star Race. The hits just keep on coming. Thanks for being with us on the post-race wrap-up. I'm Steve Waid.